Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 10 in college football right now, and we're talking with Troy West from allplayswin.com. He has chosen the Florida State Clemson game to analyze with us right now. He chose it, so I'm assuming that there is a bet that he's liking here. For me, the line looks a little bit fishy. Troy West, Clemson is a 12 or 12.5 point home favorite. The total's 56. Obviously, Clemson, no joke, right? They're undefeated, 5-3 against the spread, offense putting up huge numbers. Normally, I'm looking to bet against Florida State, but that's usually because they're a big or huge favorite. Here, they're a big underdog, so, that changes things. Everett Golson, obviously, has a concussion. That's not good. Sean McGuire is, filled in fine last week for Florida State, but if he goes down, it could be an ugly situation. If he doesn't go down, probably they're okay with him going the whole game. And if you look at Clemson's, just final scores, it's kind of a crude way of doing things, but, BC's terrible. They only beat them by 17, right? Georgia Tech having a terrible year. They only beat them by 19. They beat NC State on the road by 15. So Clemson, aside from the Miami game, not really getting those huge blowouts. Here they're giving 12 or 12.5 to Florida State. If you gave me a free bet here, I'd definitely be taking Florida State. Is that what you like?
No, I'm actually going with Clemson.
Okay.
I really am. I think this is blowout city, Pete.
Okay.
I really do. This will be blowout city. I think Clemson's going to be in a rout. You mentioned some of the scores against their opponents. They are what their record says they are. They're still beating teams. Sometimes, college football, you play down to your team's level. That's very, very common trend. They're still undefeated. This is kind of their big marquee game. They're at home. Florida State, to me, Pete, they're banged up. Dalvin Cook's questionable for this one. As you said, Goldson, we're not sure if he's going to go. To me, it just it spells disaster for Florida State to go on the road in the Death Valley. Clemson's clicking on all cylinders. They've had several games on the schedule that looked like letdown games. They still got the win. Now they're at home. ACC is kind of on the line in this one. Probably a playoff berth on the line in this one. Clemson's going to be ready to go. I think they're going to blow out Florida State. Florida State has not impressed me one bit this year. They didn't impress me last year. I thought this Florida State team overrated. This year, even more overrated. I like Clemson in a big, big way. I think you're looking at like a 49-21 type of game. Blowout. Clemson blows them out. I'll stick to that one big. I think Clemson takes care of business.
All right. Well, if you think it's something like 49-21, the total is 56. That means that maybe the over will be a great bet?
I think the over could be a pretty good bet. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'll stick to the spread without a doubt. But Clemson will get their points. But Clemson is also very capable defensively. If they do shut out Florida State, which would not surprise me to see Florida State get 7 to 10 points, then we're probably talking about an underplay. So I'm going to stick to that total, or stick to the ATS here. Clemson gets it done in a big, big way.
All right, well, we'll see where this line closes right now. As we speak, it's Clemson minus 12 or 12.5. Troy West recommending a play on Clemson minus 12. Interesting stuff. Troy West, tell us about your website, allplayswin.com.
Hey, thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, 7-1 combined last weekend, both sports. 8-1 start to the NBA season, 32-11 dating back to last year in the NBA. We're absolutely rocking. Come take a look at what we're doing at allplayswin.com.
Thanks, Troy.